Hello, everyone. I'm Justin Ashby. I'm coming from the Precoa headquarters, and we're doing something a little special today. After that great OAP month that we had selling so many OAP plans, over 750, it was amazing. We thought it would be awesome to reach out to some of our top performers. And today we get to talk to Jessica Crowley. Say hi, Jessica.
Hi, everyone.
She did a killer job. She was amazing. So Jessica, tell us a little about yourself, and then we'll go into your awesome month and maybe even get a few tips and tricks from you. We're just so excited for how well you did.
Sure. So I work with All County Funeral Home and Crematory. We are out of South Florida. I've been here for 4 years now and started my pre-need career off with SCI. I've always loved travel protection, but now that I have the monthly payment options, it has definitely become a game changer and a little easier to sell to everyone.
Very cool, very cool. Now, I understand that you had your best month ever in June. Is that correct?
Yes, I got 27 last month.
Oh my goodness. And what did you get the last month? I understand you were trying to beat your record, right?
The month before, I believe I had 22.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's fantastic. Now, I want to ask, and I'm sure lots of people out there in a similar position to you, maybe they're not finding quite as much success, but I mean, is there something that you could say to help them that really helped propel you to 22 and 27 OAP sales?
Yeah, I loved the webinar. That was really helpful because hearing the counselor's feedback and Spencer's conversation, it just really gave me the extra motivation. And with the counselors talking about the travel protection and just hearing their stories and the reality that deaths do occur when people are traveling. And that's where this really helps. Otherwise, it can be a huge financial burden for the family. And our whole job is to make things easier.
That's awesome. And of course, you were talking about the OAP webinar with Spencer Roylance. We've had some great feedback from that, and we hope that everyone can watch that. It's really affected a lot of people in their pre-planning career. So now, Jessica, you also got over 50% OAP to plan basically policy ratio. That's fantastic. I mean, is there a goal that you set? Do you expect to get that much, or was it just a great month? I mean, what do you kind of credit that success to?
No, I have really come to expect to get it with every pre-need that I can. It doesn't make sense to me for people not to get it. So I added in to every single cost estimate. I also added in with their monthly payment. That way they have a column to see it already added in, and another column to show what it would be after the first year once that drops off. So it just seems like a no-brainer for everyone to get it.
Very cool. And I know we were talking about before we went live here that I mean, 27 OAPs. That's you're making your way to the Hawaii trip next year, aren't you? Isn't that fantastic? How much escapes points you actually get from OAPs?
I think that we still get 5,000 points every single OAP that we sell. So a lot of times I get more points for the OAP than I do the actual contract. So that's pretty exciting.
That's fantastic. I know that's good news for people who, especially later in the year, feel like, okay, what do I need to do to make the trip? And really, I mean, OAP, if you can increase your OAP to policy ratio, that is a quick way to try to get there. So, well, this is great information, Jessica. We're so grateful that you were able to sign on. And obviously you have a cameraman holding your phone, kind of making everything on the go. It's great. I want to ask you one more question. If there's some kind of nugget of knowledge that you could share with your colleagues all across the country that are really looking to serve their families best and to complete that pre-need package by offering OAP in the best way possible, what would you say to those colleagues?
First and foremost, you have to present it. They can't tell you yes or no if they don't know it exists. Secondly is when going over the cost estimate, I know that myself and everyone that does pre-arrangements has the basic transportation to the funeral home. Make sure that you tell them what your coverage area is. Ours is about 75 to 100 miles. So make sure when you're going through that cost estimate, you tell them that that's what the coverage area is. That way, when you get to the other side of the column where the travel protection is, you can tell them at that point that it covers anywhere outside of that coverage area. And lastly, one of the only things that has almost prevented me from selling the out of area protection is when someone says that they don't travel much. But the rebuttal to that is I say that I have had a few clients, which is true, who ended up getting cancer and wanted to go over to Cleveland Clinic for some treatment or out to California, and that the out of area protection would also work for that if they went out of town to get some sort of treatment for an illness. It would bring them back to our funeral home if something were to happen and they passed away.
Jessica, that is fantastic. I mean, I know that has been an objection on a lot of people's mind. You know, they don't travel. What do I do? That is awesome. Thank you so much.
Sure.
I just want to mention too, Jessica, that you said every single time there's no reason we shouldn't be presenting OAP in every single appointment that we have with families. So, Jessica, I'd like to thank you for being here with us. We appreciate it so much. You're an influence to a lot of people, obviously, with your performance the last couple months, and we are so grateful that you were able to be here with us. For everyone watching, we'd like to continue to do these, and we are thinking we're going to have some other people that will call in a similar fashion and give us their little tips and tricks. So we hope you enjoyed this this webinar, this conversation that we had with one of our top performers, Jessica Wright, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you very much. We'll see you, Jessica.
Thank you. Bye.